Curtis Slater owns one of
Remember AC
Hello.
Slater? Say about it, though.
Hello.
That's
there.
why I thought we were talking about AC
Yeah.
Slater.
AC Slater. He was the
AC
shit.
Slater.
And now
Oh,
he's
it's
just
just a brick wall.
Now he's just a pussy who's on Entertainment Tonight or whatever it is.
Brick wall is pretty nice.
Rick roll.
Yeah, that is a nice wall.
We got a new logo. but we're first updated.
Hello. We do.
Yeah, for
We
Southcast.
just see yourself on there, Jeremy. It's
I've
you
never-
don't see
Blocking-
yourself
I
often.
don't often see myself
blocking the
on
logos,
What am I
Aaron.
gonna do? Do you just want to shut me out?
That's better. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Hold this in
Look
your
at that
lap.
framing.
Let's hold the mic in your lap.
I am the middle.
Oh, what's up, guys?
I'm the
It's
one.
me, Carlos. We got Aaron. We got Jeremy today.
Hey,
Jeremy,
guys.
is this your first staff cast?
Yeah, I've never been on
Oh
one
my
of these.
god, I'm so happy
never
you're
been
here.
invited. It's amazing.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but
What have you been up to, Jeremy?
just
Yeah,
hanging
hang
out, being a dude.
Yeah.
That's,
You're
Coming
one
up
of
with
the chillest
Deinfeld
dudes
jokes?
I've ever met.
am I?
Yeah, you
That's-
really are.
Thanks.
Your energy's good.
Thanks. I like to keep it just kind of even keel.
Yeah.
Just
Good to
never
be
get too
around.
high, never get too low.
I get
just,
one or the other.
You're the voice
Just
of
extreme.
Deinfeld, right? Is that-
I've
is that-
Here we
heard.
go, right off the
what's
bat.
Deinfeld? That's like some sort of a. Yes, I do.
We're
Some
gonna dive right
line.
into it because actually Shahan Solo asked,
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you come up with all the Deinfeld jokes on your own, or do you look them up online? Also, have you ever regretted any of the Deinfeld jokes you've made on the show, or come up with one that you absolutely couldn't use on the show?
I've definitely come up with a bunch I can't use on the show. What I will end up doing, because a lot of his jokes are, some of them are like old stupid jokes, like the Mexican joke where it was like, what do you call four Mexicans in quicksand, and it was
Oh, this one I didn't get right. Yeah.
Like that's an old joke.
That one stuck
That's-
with me.
That's
That
been
is?
around forever. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's an old joke.
Oh.
So I
Jennifer?
typically what I end up doing it kind of and it's evolved since it first started. Deinfeld at the beginning was, I think, his first appearance. It was Alex conceived of it, of course, and he insisted that I tell some joke that had something to do with Donald Trump, and then Mike Rotondo was gonna kill somebody. Like Mike Rotondo would laugh maniacally and then stab somebody to death.
Oh my god.
Like and like
Oh, yeah,
after
was
that
super
first
fun.
time, Alex kind of like stopped paying attention to Deinfeld. So I kind of just took it and started writing a bunch of stupid jokes. And yeah, I'll Google some things but I'll mostly nowadays I'll mostly look at current events and see whatever is blowing up the Donald Trump section of Google News, and then I'll like huh. So like this week, it's all about Muslims being banned from the
Yeah.
United States. Okay, so
How
what are
can
some
we run with that?
This
what are
week.
some right?
I like how every week it's different.
Right, and a lot of times there'll be old jokes that are combined with other jokes and with mixed in with current events. I'm trying to think like what my favorite. Oh, you know what? Okay, so my favorite Deinfeld
Yes.
joke ever. I actually texted it to Kevin because I was so proud. It was like, it was when the president of Mexico canceled his trip to come up to the United States and meet with Donald Trump after
Can
he
I get
became president.
in the Deinfeld voice?
Yeah.
You know what? But I don't. You know what? I have it written down. I have it written down on my phone in my notes because I save all my Deinfeld jokes. Iran jokes, Muslim ban, president of Mexico. Here we
Glad
go.
you saved them.
Okay.
If someone finds that phone.
Oh yeah. Good. So here's the joke. Like, hey, Alex. Hey, did you hear that the president of Mexico he cancels his trip to the U.S. next week? Yeah. You hear about that? Yeah. I'll tell you. Trump's Great Wall is like the Stephen Hawking of walls. You know why? It's doing a brilliant job and it isn't even standing.
So bad.
So and that's obviously
That
an
is
original
so good.
joke. I didn't Google that. I was just like, let's see. Well,
just
it's not even
Google-
up. Like, what? How can I make fun of this? And
Do you
make
just, like,
make
Google-
people groan?
Jokes and stuff? Like just say,
Sometimes
"Hey."
I'll look up one-liners are the best.
Gotcha.
Like the
Yeah.
jokes that need a setup like that are a little more difficult to make work. But yeah, it's I can always tell they're good if everyone's just like, oh no, make them stop. Oh." People start spamming the dinosaur head in chat. That's how I know
Love
it's
that.
hit pretty hard. So, but anyway, that was a long answer to that one question.
All right, let's
Like
jump
it.
on to the next one, which is from
Okay.
Son of Orpheus. Son of Orpheus, thank you for sending us the mop and mop.
Is that really?
Is it like
we
what do you call it? The
needed
mop mop
Mop
bucket.
bucket.
Yeah,
Are
with the
you
like
serious?
squeegee thing or
That's
however
who
you
sent
squeeze all the
it?
water out. He sent to us. We'll thank him
Oh
on
my
Attack
gosh.
tomorrow as well.
We needed that so bad.
Yeah, we actually just
We
used it
really
today
did.
we're gonna make the studio
That was a
messy
lot
tomorrow,
about
so they
us.
needed to clean beforehand.
We also need
apparently.
dinner napkins and
Yeah.
I gotta update that
Coffee
Amazon
cups.
wish list. I'm gonna send out a company email to add everything to the wish list because a lot of it's just tech, but we also need a bunch of other stuff.
So
So he asked this week, funnel cakes or elephant ears? There is a correct answer.
elephant ears.
ooh, elephant ears. Are those the hard like kind
No,
of
it's not
vanilla
hard.
things?
No, God, no.
they're
Oh my
like
God. Can we get a
I'll pull 'em
picture?
up, I'll pull 'em
Yeah,
up.
pull them up because no, they're giant. Like they're huge. They're elephant ears because they're like the size of elephant ears. They're like this big.
I thought
around.
elephants had small ears except for Dumbo.
Well, I mean, the big, small how? I mean, are they? I mean, they're bigger than our
smaller.
face.
I guess they can't fly with them, so that makes them
True, I
small.
know. Yes,
I don't know.
that is true. I like the
Dumbo logic.
elephant ears are my favorite. I don't really know that. Are they? Can they? Be
Oh, I
considered the
have
same?
not had. This is not what I was thinking.
I would get them at the fair every
I
year.
was
I look forward to
thinking-
them the most.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up
They
just
made my
elephant
friend
ears on
vomit.
Google.
I am also, you know what? I
Elephant ears
can
are
Google stuff on
huge.
my phone.
Okay,
Look up elephant ears for comparison because those are huge.
okay, go ahead and pull it up. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, those are elephant
Was
ears.
it
'Cause I
fried-
was talking
is that fried
about.
dough?
I
Is
was
that
talking
all
about
it is?
these. This is what I thought an
No,
elephant
those
ear
are
was.
they start with a P.
Yeah,
Pierre,
Those don't look good.
what are they
palm
called?
ears.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, look at this picture
Palm
right here.
ears or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can go to Costco and pick up a pack of 40 of those.
Yes,
Are
you
they
can.
like
I don't
cookies
like that. I
or
don't
is
like
Yeah, those are like
Doughy?
cookies.
Those
They have
aren't
like
elephant
sugar
ears.
on them, and they're delicious.
I don't like those.
So what was the choice? It was elephant ears or what?
Funnel cake.
Funnel cake. I think funnel cake, right? Because you
I
don't get to
guess-
have that as often.
Pull up a picture of funnel cake. You don't get to have that as often. I think funnel cake is like you can find that a lot easier than you can elephant ears.
Really?
Yeah.
I only think of funnel cake like when you go to fairs.
Yeah, but same thing with elephant ears. You only find those at fairs too.
Well, if the palm ears are considered elephant ears,
Have
you
I
can find those
even
anywhere.
had a funnel
the
cake?
fuck is it?
You can find funnel cake at like Disneyland too, or like amusement parks, right?
That's pretty good. It's a
What
Mario
is it?
one.
The same idea? Is
Oh,
it
this is
the
from
same
Disney
thing?
right here.
See,
Disney food blog.
told you.
How the fuck do you make a funnel cake? You make a bunch of wormy little doughy things and then
Yeah.
bake them, like,
Yes.
Pretty much.
or is it fried?
You know
drop
what
that in the
sucks?
fryer?
Fried brains.
It looks like a lot, but it's not because it's not full. There's a bunch of holes everywhere, so it makes it. It's like
I don't know
a.
if I'd like that as much.
I've
as
never had
elephant
either,
ears.
so no.
You've never had
preference.
funnel cake?
You're
Wow.
missing out on life.
That's
Or
interesting.
elephant ears. No.
Elephant
Go to the
ears are my favorite.
OC Fair, man.
All right.
Grab a funnel cake.
Why do we have a fair?
Huh?
Why do we have a fair? Why do we have an LA fair?
You've never
We
been?
do.
That never makes sense. Yeah.
Orange County.
Is the OC
Are
fair
there
better than
animals?
the Los Angeles County fair?
Yeah, they say Los Angeles County because it's like way out there.
It's way the fuck out. Yeah.
Where's
It's
the
like
way it's
Pomona.
spread out?
It's 2 hours east.
It's Pomona. It's not
even
2 hours.
LA
It's like an
proper.
hour.
There's nowhere they can put it. That's why.
It's
Like,
just
we
a
need to put it
gigantic
way
parking
out.
lot filled with carnies. And whatever the carnies do.
Yes, exactly. Sketchy stuff.
JTech asks, just broke my Galaxy 6 Edge. What phone should I upgrade to?
Pixel.
Not an iPhone.
Hmm.
See, I would go iPhone because I think a phone should do a couple things right. It should be able to make calls, be able to do texts, and it should work when you want it to.
Yeah.
And that's what an iPhone does.
That's, I mean,
Sure. I've had an iPhone forever, so I'd say just bite the bullet and get an iPhone.
Yeah, bite the bullet,
Really?
get an
But-
iPhone.
The Pixel seems pretty cool though.
It does.
If
I want a
I
Pixel.
wasn't tied to having an iPhone,
The
then
Pixel's good. Eddie
It's
has like
hard.
an LG phone of some sort that he likes.
It's hard to go back once
Hmm.
you've started on that trail of like I like Macs or iPhones or whatever. Or I like Androids
Yeah.
and PCs, and I'm more of an Android PC.
I'm open.
type,
If there was an
so
Android phone that like
worked.
worked and didn't crash, and I didn't have to worry about like, oh, you got to do 10 things just to make one thing work, and the camera app loaded up and started quickly, then okay, I might switch back to Android. And I've
Yeah,
tried
you're
both.
right.
Like when I go home, I go on my PC and game. When I'm at
Yeah.
work, I like working on my Mac just because it's a lot more efficient.
Well, you're lucky to have both.
I am lucky. to
Best
have
of both worlds.
Yeah, I used to be a PC guy myself. I hated Apple products until I got an iPhone.
Seriously?
Back in the day, yeah, I never had.
The best thing
See,
is
that's how I
iMessage.
feel.
building my own shit.
iMessage
afraid
is
I'm
the
gonna-
best.
Windows. What's that?
iMessage is the best. for
I
sure.
don't
Oh, yeah,
like
I
the
like
idea of someone knowing when I'm typing or not. And the
can
ellipsis.
turn
you can
that
turn
off.
that off.
You can turn that off.
But what if you don't turn it off and I'm talking to you and you can see
Well,
that I'm
it'll come
typing?
in- No, if you turn it off, I can't see the notifications.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And
It's the
does it
weirdest
just
thing.
show up as a green text?
It
Green-
Then?
green
it
is-
just, they
is
send it as a text
you,
message.
right?
Like,
Green is Android.
oh, okay.
So
No, green is.
It just
Oh,
means
green
out
is
of network.
Android,
I
yeah.
thought
Blue
green
is-
just meant out of network or not.
That's cool.
So
Apple.
I'm talking about iMessage. Like I can go on my computer right now and pull up my text. Like
Mhm.
this is
Right.
all my text.
Okay.
Like you text me around the corner. I can
Yeah.
check right here and I can respond on my computer without like picking up my
I
phone.
like that though.
That is
I
so
like that
nice,
a lot.
and there's no equivalent to it. And I know Kevin uses it a ton. It's just and like I can, if I see something on my computer, screenshot it,
Yeah.
send it all right here. It's a lot quicker.
Well, that's why I like my iPhone because I have a MacBook Air. I have an iMac at home too, and I can just like drag and drop things that
Right.
I need or use. It's just simple. It's simpler,
yeah.
and I'm a simple man, so why not?
You are a simple man. Simple man with a simple plan.
Yep.
Raftermath asks, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?"
Oof.
I'd probably,
Not a lot.
I'd probably go to the store, probably pay about $4.50 for a pack of 6 of them. That's what I'd do.
I would utter a racist slur. That's about as far as I'll go to get one. Because I feel like you have to work for it, right?
Yeah, I would take it from a child.
Okay.
Okay.
I would. They
Good
had
for
one
you.
in
What
their
if it was
hand, I would
already
just
like
take it.
kind of eaten already?
I just eat the other side.
Ew.
All right.
I don't think I need a Klondike bar that bad.
If I'm PMSing, then yes, I do.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I've never
okay.
really craved
Yes,
a
I
like.
do.
I'm like,
You don't understand a woman's cravings. You will never understand. It's like crazy.
What's
It's
your
like
favorite ice-
it's like bloodlust, right?
like, do you think Klondike bar is a go-to still?
What?
I think like Klondike bar has kind of like gone out of the wayside. Like everyone likes those
I
new
forgot
Magnum.
they existed.
Dude,
Oh, the
Magnums-
Magnums are so good.
the fuck is it?
Oh my
Magnum?
god.
You don't know what a Magnum
What?
is?
Because a Klondike
Got
bar
touched
is
with
just
desserts, Jeremy.
No,
we need
I'm
to go on
not.
a dessert
No,
a
I'm
dessert
not.
hunt.
Magnum
go on
ice
a
cream is
treasure
where
hunt.
it's at now.
what is it?
It's got
Pull
like
it up.
Is
Pull up
it-
a picture.
It's the shape of a giant dick.
If you don't know,
yeah. If I
know
just
all
type
I
in
think about
Magnum, that's not gonna work.
Magnums.
But I put Magnum ice cream, that's better.
So
It's like
good.
it's like a dipped vanilla, or I mean, you can get any kind of chocolate. I mean, any kind of ice cream, but it's got like two shells. So the first shell on the inside is the ice cream, then it goes caramel, and then another shell.
So good. It beats the hell out
Dude,
of a
Aaron's
Okay.
on the website.
That's weird. Does she have
Aaron-
blue eyes?
Aaron is on the website.
Oh shit, that is you.
That would be weird if it was me.
You're a pleasure-
As a spokesperson.
No wonder you like it.
Oh, that girl loves
This-
Magnums.
So
You know what I'm saying?
This is- Yeah.
She's looking up at one right now.
Ready? Oh my god.
Get ready.
This looks
So you got chocolate,
So
and
good.
you got
Indulgence.
caramel, then you got other chocolate, and then
Too
you
many
got ice
layers,
cream.
bro.
No,
No.
you don't know.
That's
It's
way
so
too many.
good.
Look at that.
What?
The fuck?
Oh, we gotta go to New
Create
York.
your
I didn't know
own?
you could do
Who the
this.
hell eats gold and jewel encrusted
Create your own
ice
Magnum
creams?
bar. Oh, this is very interesting
I don't
now.
know. Maybe Scrooge McDuck does.
Close for the season. That makes sense.
For the
Holy shit.
season?
Whoa.
What is this decadent place?
This is way too ritzy for me. I didn't
Yo.
want the what? You make your own chocolate, sunflower seed, rose, blueberry, sugar. What the
Dude,
hell?
that looks like
Fingernails on
somebody's dessert.
fleek too.
Looks like it fell on the ground and rolled around on a dirty
Yeah, it
carpet.
does.
Like,
in
Yeah.
the middle of
Well, it was in
autumn.
New
like
York,
shards
so
of glass and shit in there. Like, it's dangerous.
that's the New York style.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
That's not for dessert.
double caramel, double chocolate.
Ooh, I haven't tried this one.
Double
Double
chocolate.
raspberry.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go buy.
Priscilla
another.
likes double
double
chocolate.
raspberry.
I like
Wow.
I like double caramel. You gotta try these.
Oh,
but they're very expensive. You get, like, a
they
box,
are. Of
and
like
then, like,
4.
it
and
comes
it's
with
like
3 or 2.
$6. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like $6.
All right.
But they're really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't had them in a really long time,
Okay.
but yeah, they kick Klondike's ass.
I'll try one day when somebody gets me one.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't have to move for it.
I'll bring a box in
Great.
and some elephant
Perfect.
ears. And
America.
we'll just have a sugar coma and giggle and roll around in pajamas.
Nice.
That's
Tiny
how I
Potato
roll.
asks. Tiny Potato. He asks, "Have you listened to the Moana soundtrack?" I have not.
The what soundtrack?
Moana.
Moana, the new Disney movie.
It's sweeping the nation.
Is
Oh,
it?
the
soundtrack is?
Hawaiian movie.
This
It's the new Lilo
I'll show
and
you right
Stitch.
now.
The Rock is
What?
in that movie.
I'm gonna.
You did?
Oh, come on! God damn it! I forgot his name is like an actual. Yes.
No.
Pull it up.
Way.
Oh my god. Oh, there's a full freaking Reddit page on it. You can just pull it up right here. It's fine.
Oh my god.
What's his name in the movie? What's the name of that character?
Maui.
Maui?
Maui.
Yeah. His name's Maui, but that's just that famous picture of him. So the first thing I did was it's good, right?
Yeah, that's
It's very good. This is Moana. I haven't seen the movie. I need to go
I
see
haven't
it.
either. Is he really tatted
actually, I'll
like
wait.
that?
Yeah, he's super tatted. I think some of those tattoos match The Rock's tattoos. Believe it or not.
Really?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
So
The
the first
Rock
thing,
is
the
the
first thing I
best.
did was type in Rock Maui picture, and that didn't come out very well.
Rock Maui.
Just a bunch of rocks of Maui. Uh,
I've seen the Rock Maui picture before.
yeah, I put it on the stream a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
True
watch that
story.
movie.
I almost got a tattoo from the guy who did the Rock's Samoan tattoos.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's some weirdo tattoo guy that lives in Hawaii, but he was in
Cool.
California for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and
shit.
so my friend, who is a former bodybuilder and he's a chiropractor, and
It's
he's
a
like
lot.
he's in cahoots with this guy. He's like, "Hey, you want to get a tattoo from the guy who did the Rock's tattoos?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, but you need a lot of painkillers." And I was like, "What?"
What does he do?
Because the guy who did the Rock's tattoos has a horrible back pain, so you need to feed him like Percocets, so that when he's tattooing you for hours, like he doesn't stop and like have to
Wow.
because he can only tattoo for like an hour at a time, and then
Oh,
he has to
wow.
stop unless you have Percocets,
Wow.
and then you
That's
feed him. You
hilarious.
feed
You
him.
feed
You
him.
feed him
Come here,
prescription
let me
medicine
give you
to
a little
to
Percocet.
get tattoos. So I wonder how many Percocets The Rock had to give him for all those tattoos he had.
Yeah, that's
Probably a lot.
a lot. I'm going to say 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fair.
Okay, how many tattoos do you have?
Yeah, I want to
Uh,
know. I want to see
I
them.
only have 2. I used to have 3.
What? How do you used to have a tattoo?
Sometimes when you have when you get older, your skin grows over
You
other
s-
skin, like
Did you get it removed?
like the
It's
tectonic
enveloped.
plates on Earth. They slide
There's an
under.
I used
earthquake
to have
over your
a-
skin. I haven't experienced that part of life yet.
I used
Usually
to have
after you have
a third
Chipotle.
arm, and it,
Oh, I hate
So it's
Chipotle.
grumbling.
Good thing I don't like Chipotle.
no, I had it lasered off
Why? Really?
I had a tiny tattoo on my right arm that I wanted to have get a giant one on my right arm, and I still plan to one day have that done, but the artist that I was seeing to get a quote and have him look at it, he's like, "Oh yeah, you should just get that lasered." Like I could try to incorporate it into something else, but you're not gonna be happy with it.
Right.
Like you might as well just get it lasered off. So it's like, okay, so
So how does that work when you get a tattoo lasered off? Is it just killing off the skin cells one by one? Is it just like shaving away your skin?
No, because the ink is underneath your skin, so it's the lasers.
Taking off a layer,
They
layer.
zap
Yeah,
the
right.
fucking ink beneath your skin,
Hi.
and it like breaks it up into whatever, and then your body just kind of
Oh my god.
like flushes it out.
What was it of before?
Oh.
It was a scorpion.
Oh, okay.
I had a little scorpion here. When I was 18, I was a lot thinner. I was like 150 pounds. Like now I'm about 200.
Oh my god.
And so the scorpion was like this big,
Uh-huh.
and you can still see like
I wanna see
those
the
two little
mark.
those are two little eyes, the
me
two
see.
little red eyes.
No way.
So it was like that big, and back then
Wow,
like
that really works.
yeah, it filled up like my whole arm,
Wow.
and now it looks like a tiny little stamp.
So cute.
So
Did it hurt?
What are you rocking over there?
this is a
Yeah.
sex devil lady.
Oh.
She's a sex hooker from
Oh
hell.
my god, let me see.
And
Damn.
From hell? What the hell, Jeremy? I didn't even know you had that.
no,
No.
oh well,
That just says a lot about
It's not
you.
summer yet.
Ooh, turn to me. I want to see this.
it's a
What?
sex
vamp thing? Why?
sex
Are you in a
hell hooker.
biker gang that we don't know about?
no, and I also have a dragon on my back.
I almost meant I feel like I have a dragon on their back. Do you regret that one?
A little,
Yeah.
But
My
I
friend has
also
one
feel
there,
like
too.
it's gonna end up in some larger, epic, like really,
Piece.
really just dumb sci-fi
Oh, that's
mural
funny.
on my back by the time I'm 55 years old. I can't
That'd
wait.
be cool.
Yeah, I'm
Where-
gonna
is it
cool.
So you
right
still want to
here?
get more tattoos?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be the coolest like grandpa ever.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
like that
that
guy from Orange County Choppers. That guy's awesome. Like if anyone doesn't think that guy's cool, like
Why the sexy
You're wrong.
vamp?
yeah, I have no idea.
You don't know? It just looked cool.
It was
Did you see it in a
How old
book
is
and then
it?
you picked it out, or you just kind of told him this?
it
is what you
was
want?
it was a pinup girl. It was some pinup girl, and I had him turn it into
That's cool.
How old were you?
A hell
Yeah,
beast.
that was my
23.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I just graduated. I was like, I'm gonna make a big mistake.
I'm gonna make
And so
and that's the one we wanted.
Yeah. So I went, and then 8 hours later, I had a giant tattoo on my
You
arm.
did the whole thing, like
Love
even
it.
the flames and all that shit.
Well, it was actually two sittings. So the first one,
Yeah,
he did all the flames, but it was like just an outline, and then I went back to get all the shading done.
Nice.
But it's like a combined.
Do you have
8
any
hours.
tattoos?
No.
I don't either.
Ooh,
Over.
I smell a stunt.
No.
I smell a drive.
No. You what?
Eddie doesn't have any
No,
tattoos.
there's no way.
Eddie got tattooed yesterday on the stream, remember?
Bullshit. Are those real tattoos?
Holy shit. Oh, those are from
those
yesterday.
Those
What
the
are they?
dumbass
Those are from yesterday.
temporary
They look
tattoos.
faded though. That I thought for a
Eddie,
second that you had two weird tattoos.
You're
on your
19
shoulder.
now, so now you've been
can
able
get
to get
one.
tattooed for a full year and you haven't gotten anything.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
What the fuck?
You need to go get one. I smell a stunt there
Well,
too.
what would you get if you were
Me?
in a, yeah?
I
She
don't
gets
know.
Sora on one
Yeah,
arm
and then Riku on the
Riku
other.
on the other.
I totally
Oh,
get
yeah.
that. I'd have them kissing in the middle. They'd be in the middle. Shooting some.
right
Check
here,
Discord.
right here too. It's right
Yeah.
on her chest.
It's the Garfield lasagna.
Shut. Damn it! Somebody. I know. No one will let that go. The
Oh, that's a cool tattoo.
Diglett.
the Diglett coming out of lasagna. I said that would be my first tattoo because it's weird and
Oh,
it's
that's
cute.
awesome.
I kind of like that. Over the oh my gosh. Okay, so over the weekend, quick little side story. I went to a Super Bowl party with some of my friends, one I had never
Nice.
been to before, and they had it in a warehouse, and it was their second year doing it. And they set up this whole thing. They had a rehearsal in the morning. They had the lights doing like the spotlight and
Did
a
a
giant
rehearsal for their Super Bowl party?
for their super because they made a it's really ridiculous, but they made a thing out of it where because they had a fantasy football league, so they had the podium and they had like these lights and they had a giant projector and like music and everything, and the winner of the whole fantasy football league gets the money, however much money was accumulated.
It's $25.
And it was in a like brown chest with 1,000 Sacagaweas in it. That's what they won. And then they get to pick the loser's tattoo, and the loser has to have virgin skin, like has never had a tattoo.
Oh.
So the loser gets a tattoo, and the tattoo
Oh, that's
was
cool.
of like this I think it was like a football player coming out of like a pot or something. I don't know. I don't know who it was, but yeah. So I was like, I'm never gonna play this fantasy football league, but it's kind of makes for a good story to get a shitty tattoo as
That-
your first tattoo. So this
That's
girl
hardcore.
got it. and
Almost
she-
everyone's first tattoo is
Oh,
a shitty tattoo.
yeah,
anyway,
you
so
kind of have to.
you might as well
kind of like a
make
rite of
it funny.
passage. But yeah, I was like, "Ugh." That one's kind of a shitty tattoo. That Diglett thing.
Yeah, you should get it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd put it. I think that's half the issue. Too. I don't know where.
it
And
right
I
here.
feel like once I start, I'm not gonna want to stop.
Yeah. probably.
It's really hard. I had
get
a
it. You
couple
know what?
piercings
Inside of your
and
ankle.
that's what I thought. Yeah, kind of like my ankle area. But I heard it really hurts by the bone, by the ankle bone. I don't know that level of pain,
a lot
man.
of things hurt.
Just get it under your foot.
It's like under my foot, on my neck, right here.
No, under your
That'd be
foot.
hilarious.
Like literally on the bottom of your foot.
That would be so painful. That would be
You'd probably be-
incredibly
You'd probably be
painful.
laughing. It's so if you're ticklish.
I'm not though. It's weird. I'm not gonna. Okay.
That'd
I-
be so hilarious if you got it there.
Yeah.
On the bottom of my foot. On the bottom of my foot.
I wonder if it would get fucked up because you walk on it all the
Yeah,
time.
it would. It's like how people get stuff in the. I have a friend who had a tattoo in the middle of his finger, like from rubbing it, and just over time, it just starts
Just
to fade
Bradley.
away.
Bradley's tatted up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Your hands get. Yeah, it fades away.
One time I asked
so.
Bradley, he had these tattoos on his knuckles, and I was like, "Dude, where'd you get that design from? Why'd you put that?" He's like, "I don't know. I drew it on a napkin one day, and I just wanted it on my knuckles."
Sure, why not?
All right, napkin drawings for the win.
Absolutely.
I guess they can't all come to you in a vision quest, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh man. Faustus Bob says, "Hello all. I want to mention how good the Dr. Disrespect bit was.
Yeah,
Also,
that was really well done.
will you guys do any cons? Maybe outside of the U.S. Wink, wink, wink. Hint, hint. Outside of the U.S. is kind of tough because we don't have the budget for that. Even though we have a lot of fans that are outside of the U.S., we're just not big enough. If we ever did, it would be mostly just sending Aaron and Alex out to do something, maybe like a meet and greet. But right now, for the foreseeable future, that's not on our timeline. But inside the U.S., Alex and some of the guys will be going to South by Southwest, and then we will most likely do a meetup for E3 here in LA, and then a meetup in Long Beach, which is kind of LA still. That'll be in October, and then maybe Anaheim for
Disneyland.
for Disneyland. Yes, for BlizzCon in November, and I think there might be PAX Prime. Oh no, did PAX Prime pass already? I forgot. We might be going to Seattle for one thing.
Damn.
So
Wanna
it's kind of
go?
all West Coast. We don't have the funds to go east or anywhere
Well, there's the
past.
South by Southwest thing. I don't know if you're gonna do a meetup for that, but
Well, yeah, they are South
Yeah.
by Southwest.
Okay.
I guess I forgot about that
and
one.
Austin. you're in
Austin,
Texas.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Massachusetts.
Tommy R says, Jeremy, how does it feel to support the greatest NFL team ever?
It feels great to not have to do anything, and the team you like wins everything. Like it's, although people don't realize how awful it was to be a Boston sports fan back in the day. Like it was bad, especially in my age group where
Really?
when I first became aware of sports, the Red Sox blew the World Series in the worst way possible. That they still get made fun of. The
first
ball
baseman.
going under Bill Buckner's legs.
Yeah.
Like we lost that. The Celtics stopped being the best team ever because that was also when Larry Bird was on his
This is what,
downswing.
90s?
80s, like
80s.
mid 80s. Like Roger Clemens was my favorite player growing
Oh,
up.
shit.
Then he left. We never won jack shit. We were always good enough to get to the playoffs or to just miss the playoffs. And then we'd always lose in the playoffs. And then Roger Clemens fucking left and won World Series with
The Yankees.
the Yankees.
Yeah.
It seemed like all our best players would just go and he won the Cy Young with the Blue Jays. He didn't win World Series with the Blue Jays. Did he? I don't think he did.
Blue Jays won it,
wouldn't know.
91, right?
Yeah, I think he went there afterwards and then won the Cy Young. After he was like fat and out of shape for the Red Sox, he
Yeah.
left, got into shape, and won fucking Cy Young awards 2 years in a row. But like growing up until 2001 when the Patriots won, that like 15 to 20 year stretch was really rough.
How long have the Patriots been a team? Since the beginning?
Since the 60s, I don't think
Okay.
they were an original team.
Okay. Damn, there's a crazy, crazy story. I've been an LA fan, so people always ask why I was a Chargers fan. It's because when I started following football, which was like in the late 90s, there was no team in LA. People were like, why don't you like the Rams or the Raiders? They were the LA teams. Well, San Diego was the closest team. Rams were in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Oakland had the Raiders. So, San Diego's been my team for a while. And now they're the LA Chargers, like out of nowhere.
You like the new
I
logo?
didn't-
You like that lightning bolt?
I like it. It's not the new logo though. They already confirmed that they have a different logo in the works because everyone made fun of them and made them change it, which I don't agree with.
Well, they released like 3 logos in 3 days or something.
Yeah, they released 2 logos in 3 days. One of them was a
Immediately.
color variation of the other one. I hope they go powder blue though, because those are the best uniforms.
Yeah, I like those. Those are funny.
Chargers, Lakers. I got lucky because they've been pretty good majority of my lifetime. Right now they suck balls, but they'll come back. All those Clipper fans will come back to Laker fans. And then Dodgers haven't won it since I've been alive, so I'm hoping that's going to change this year because I think they're the favorites or second to being favorites.
They've got a talented team. They
got
have
an
the
expensive
highest
team.
payroll right now?
Yeah,
Yikes.
they got the highest payroll.
Are they still paying for Carl Crawford? You know?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
No, he got the arbitration waive, or I don't know if I think they waived his.
Okay.
They waived him, and he's like in Oklahoma City, AAA or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah, those are my 3 teams. So you're Red Sox and Patriots.
And that's pretty much all I care about.
No Bruins.
I don't follow basketball or hockey.
So no Celtics.
No.
What about when they were playing the Lakers?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would just root against the Lakers because I hate.
Everyone
the idea
hates
of
the Lakers.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
there's just something about them I just don't like. I don't
Is
know
it
what
like
it
a
is.
celebrity football team or basketball team? I don't know.
It's like they're so arrogant. They're like, "Oh, our players can get AIDS and it doesn't kill them. Like whatever."
Yeah.
It's like
Magic
So
Johnson,
what?
that's
You're
it.
immune. Whatever.
No, Magic Johnson. He seems like a great guy.
He is very
Has
nice.
AIDS. Well,
He
HIV.
lived.
Yes, he's positive.
Just like
he's
Charlie
always positive.
Sheen. Don't get that wrong. He just has HIV.
He's a very positive guy.
That's right, Charlie Sheen. I forgot he has HIV. Who else? Who are probably the 5 most successful people with HIV? Who do you think they are?
Charlie
Definitely
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen and
Yeah,
Magic Johnson.
Magic
Kevin
Johnson.
Pereira.
Kevin.
I was gonna
I don't know
say,
if he has some. I think he has 2 of the 3 hepatitis. I don't know that he has
Patrick
HIV.
Swayze.
Hepatitis when they're multiple.
Patrick Swayze. He like died of cancer.
It was one of the things. Did he die of prostate cancer or something?
Some awful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cancer.
And we're just
Wrong
laughing
one.
about it.
Some kind of disease. Rest in peace. Pain don't hurt, baby.
Nice. Well done.
Oh man! And then the guy Tommy R also says, also yay for more Steebs.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Yay for
Yeah,
you.
I've enjoyed your
Oh,
gameplays.
thanks. Hey,
Keep it
thank
coming.
you. I will. I'm gonna do one tomorrow. I'm excited.
Next
Sounds good.
question's from Nick3570. Any advice on what areas to move in LA for people wanting to be in the entertainment industry?
The
That
Valley.
is tough. But I choose the Valley over the hill.
I do too.
Yeah, I'd probably
It's
choose
cheaper.
the
I'd start
Valley
there.
because it's cheaper. You're probably
It's
gonna
cheaper.
want if you're wanting to get into entertainment. That means you're gonna look for an entry level job like a PA job.
You're gonna need someone
Absolutely.
who can
You're gonna
afford.
need roommates. You're gonna
That or east of LA is pretty cheap.
Koreatown, but
more of
it's
a
kind of
drive.
that
shitty.
travel though, because traffic
Um,
sucks here in LA. So if you live far
Yeah.
from where you're gonna be working, you're gonna hate your life.
Right.
Especially entry level as a PA, you're gonna be working 10 to 12
To
to 14
14
hours
hours.
a day.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if you, when I first moved to LA, I went balls out. I mean, I thought I was gonna be a computer engineer because that's what I went to school for.
How old were you when you moved here?
I was 24,
Okay.
and I was a software engineer for a year after I graduated. Then I moved out here. I was like, yeah, I'll just do the same thing out there, and I got a dank apartment. Like
nice.
it was dope. Back then, it was a 1-bedroom. I looked at a bunch of places, like all expensive. And I ended up saying like, okay, I can make enough to get a $950 apartment. Like, and back then, like now, that same apartment's probably like $1,400,
Oh,
$1,500.
easy.
Back in my day, before inflation, bread was 2 cents a loaf, and apartments in West Hollywood were $950.
BT, man, before Trump.
So it was a great apartment. I had my own space. It was clean. I didn't have a dining room table ever. I ate on my computer desk with my computer.
That's
I had
how you
a
do it,
couch
man.
and a computer
That's how you
desk and a
do it.
bed,
No.
and that was it. And I could barely afford groceries and gas for my car, but I liked going to my swank apartment every day after I slaved away all day as a PA, because I barely made enough to pay for that.
Yeah. Because you're just making a day rate, which can be like
Yeah.
120 to 140 to 150.
Oh, I made less than that.
You did?
Yeah,
Well, now you would make that much a day.
I would hope so.
Even if you work 14 hours, you're making
Dude,
that
100 a
one
day? $500 a week.
Is that how much? Was that what you were on? Is that how
We're
much you
rich.
made? Oh my god.
Yeah, you're balling.
No, that's a Tim and Eric reference.
Oh, it is.
I don't watch Tim and Eric either.
Yeah, I recommend the Valley.
Valley.
I lived in Hollywood when I first moved here, and it was just awful. Like
The first week you were like,
one, I didn't know it was so dirty and so ghetto.
Yeah.
So I lived on the 6th floor of this. Like, the building wasn't bad, but the rent was like $22.50 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. But that was right on Hollywood
Holy
Boulevard, so-
shit!
Yeah,
Steve was fucking tossing money out the window.
and pumpkins literally into the boulevard. Chucked a pumpkin off the
Wow,
6th
man.
floor into the boulevard. Don't do that. But yeah, it was expensive. The commute I didn't like. Parking's a bitch. The Valley is kind of like, I moved to the Valley. I still live there, but I always felt centrally located because I'm near like all the freeways. But
What
it's
part of the valley though? Because
I'm in North Hollywood, but
North
I'm on
Hollywood
the edge.
is a good location. Like
Yeah,
North Hollywood,
yeah.
Studio City.
Studio City, Burbank. Burbank can
Sherman
get
Oaks
expensive.
is
Sherman
okay.
Oaks, Van Nuys is
Call it the
getting
bank.
better, but the bank. Yeah, and
the
then I lived in
bank.
Burbank, but you'll find cheaper. I mean, it's all expensive. You're at least gonna pay, $1,000 for a studio. So, yeah, it depends on what you can afford. But I would recommend the Valley, all those areas.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Shellhead says, what was the last song you guys listened to?
Oh shit! Do I gotta check my? Spotify?
Oh, that one song that goes, I heard it in the car. Repeat steps 1 through 3.
Mine is
What song is
Trophies.
that?
Trophies by Young Money.
What is that song?
What?
Trophies by Young Money?
Yeah.
They're still making music?
Well, I know it was an oldie, but a goodie. It's this one.
How do I look at my recent?
That one, yes.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
I know, I only did a couple seconds.
Oh, dude, that's right. I was listening
looking
to
at-
I have a Weird Al Polkas playlist on my Spotify, and I was listening to that yesterday all day. So it was all of Weird Al Yankovic's polkas.
That is so cool that they
Yeah, all
have
of 'em.
a bunch of that. Oh my god.
So yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
wanna
on
listen
there.
to
I
that.
was listening to that yesterday.
Mine was Back at One by Brian McKnight.
Oh,
That's what I was listening to.
All right.
Those 90s R&B jams.
It's a good. Mega Guilty asked Jeremy how far your perspective. Wait, what? How has your perspective of Riot and League of Legends changed from the time you left Riot?
how has my perspective changed? So the game itself, I still enjoy. I'm not as obsessive about it as I was then, because there was like a weird status thing for how good you were at the game when I was there. So especially in the esports department where I worked. So I was the best of all the TV producers that worked there. I was the best. But I was always like, but what about one of the game guys? Like, I want to be better than one of them. So I never got to that level. I was stuck in like high silver.
Was there a point where like you just got your rank and then you just coasted? You're
No,
like, "Ah, I don't
no,
know
I
what-"
always wanted to get higher
You wanna
and
get
higher, and
higher.
higher. That's my personality too, though. But as far as the company goes, like my view on the company, I still look at it as a great place to work. If anyone gets the chance to work at Riot Games or is considering like wanting to work there, I just would highly recommend it.
Do it.
It's a little, the culture is very positive, but it comes off now to me, and I mean the entire time I was there, I thought it was a little fake, a little culty, a little and they actually use the term, we need people who are willing to drink the Kool-Aid, which
Oh
you know
my-
what that's in reference to, right?
Yeah.
It's that mass suicide,
Oh
that
my
cult.
god. Yeah.
Yes.
Drink the
They throw that
Kool-Aid.
term around because they want people to buy into the culture and to like just
Oh.
accept it.
Jesus.
But it was also very like a little bit just too it was too much like Shangri-La. I didn't buy it. I didn't think it was very realistic. And I mean, looking back at it, the people that are there that I know are still very happy. So, you know, good for them. Great place to work, great place to learn. A lot of creative, hardworking, intelligent people there. And I'm glad I worked there.
Very
I
cool.
don't know that I would ever go back. In fact, that's not in my plans because I'm going to be at Attack Media until I retire in 2 years.
Do you really retire in 2 years?
I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit.
Maybe. I'm hoping. Maybe we'll be mega billionaires.
Yeah.
Maybe we will have to retire.
Amazing.
We should.
You don't know.
Should
You
totally
never
be
know.
there.
But
wanna
yeah,
retire.
I would say now, looking back, like I get it, a great place to work, but a little bit like, working at Disney. You have to believe in magic. and,
Yeah, literally.
and believe in that Cinderella was a real person. Like it's a little bit fake.
I don't really like that.
Next question. You were gonna finish something?
No,
Oh, I think you said
no, I was agreeing with it. I don't like
Oh.
that. I don't like that mentality. I don't like that work environment.
Forgotten Toothpick asks, "What's your favorite BTS that happened this week?" So something happened behind the scenes. Mine has to be when we measured each other's biceps.
Yes,
That was pretty funny.
absolutely.
Who won the biceps? Was it you?
There's a little bit of gray area because
Oh.
mine were
Is there?
17.
Oh,
And
wasn't
then-
mine 17 though? was mine?
Yours were 16 and a quarter or 16 and a half. I forgot.
What? Bullshit. I want to remeasure it. And by the
Yeah.
way, my left arm got measured, not my
Oh
stronger
yeah, not
right
your
arm.
dominant. Mm-hmm.
And then Corrado was clocked in at 17 and a half, but he had like 16 sweaters on because he's always cold.
That's
So
Dude,
that's
gotta
the gray
uphold that
area
brand.
right
That
We
was
there.
the
knew you were
best.
measuring, so we just threw
Yeah.
more layers on.
He's like, "Whoa, they're measuring," and then he just threw out more sweaters.
I always love when someone throws the camera in our face and is like, "Aaron, what are you doing?" Probably when I was in makeup or something and I started explaining what makeup I use. I think the biceps was the best, but if you want to know what I use for my makeup, check the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I had Caesar start doing all the behind the scenes, which he's been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone likes him. They've been hitting me up saying, "Hey, can you guys do more and more?" So we should be popping those out. I think the goal is to get them out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Patreon for you guys. So expect another one tomorrow.
We're trying to get you to be
Or
as close
Thursday.
as to being here without actually being here. That's our goal.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we do with all this.
Get that front row seat.
Front row seat.
Cherokee Chief asks, who can do the best stink eye stare among you guys? Have you ever had to use it for real at the studio?
Probably did at some point.
Out of us three or out of everyone in the company? 'Cause Kevin's is pretty good.
Kevin is a
he's-
good one.
Kevin's really good, and he can hold it.
Yanive's, man.
Yaniv has a stink eye.
I was gonna say.
I don't recall that. I don't think I've ever seen that. No, Kevin's is by far
Trump.
the best.
He's the trump card. I can't say that now without thinking about the president.
The trump card?
Yeah, I've always said Trump my whole life because I would play euchre and like you'd have your trump card, and then now it's
Now, when you play your trump card, you're just keeping people out of the country.
yeah, yes, with my cards that I am playing exactly. Yeah,
It's the opposite of a green card.
The opposite. Oh my god, I can't believe there is one.
All right, we'll go to the next question. High Chair. Wow, I'm totally fucking up these names. High Chair asks, what things do you think, if anything, hold the attack back from growing its viewer/subscriber base in a more substantial way?
Repeat por favor.
He said, what things do you guys think, if anything, hold the attack back from growing its viewer/subscriber base in a more substantial way? I think just
Money?
not
I don't know.
not
I don't know. Is that a thing? I'm trying to correlate.
I think it's a lot of just confusion on our part on how we should grow the channel, because we all have ideas on growing the channel, and then sometimes we go with an idea and we're like, we should have done it this way. So we kind of second guess ourselves, and then it sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But like, I guess just a little bit of inexperience on our part. I mean, I've been here since the beginning, and when we were first starting out, we were trying out so many things to try to get more and more viewers in. Like, hey, we got to replay the streams right after it's done. And then we get messages, no, we don't like when you replay the streams right after it's done. Hey, we got to throw the episodes on Patreon. Hey, we got to switch the game list. Hey, we got to go back to Patreon. Like, there's a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff. But like, I
Right.
think now we're at a point where we're consistently growing. And I actually have Eddie keep track of how many people are contributing on Patreon. And over last month, we've done nothing but move up and up and up.
Mhm.
So right now we're doing pretty good.
That's good.
But yeah, that's what I think.
I think you can answer that better than I could. I don't really have a say. You wanna say anything?
Are you ready for some real talk?
Yeah. Okay.
What I think is holding the attack back?
Real talk.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's twitch.tv. I think the whole fucking platform is wrong for the show. I think it's an amazing show, and it should be just blossoming and growing so much faster than it is on Twitch. And I really think that's because of just the ecosystem that Twitch is,
Yeah.
and what everyone on Twitch is trained to watch and what they want to see. People that are going there are looking for gameplays and gameplay
Yes.
videos in particular.
Yes.
That's why it's like what you were doing today was really great. But, other people who are looking for like, oh, I want to see
Something
that new
different.
game come out, and they come across the attack, which is being promoted on that tray.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of the 5 channels or 5 or 6 channels you see on the front page of Twitch, but it gets ignored, or it'll get clicked into and then clicked out of because it's like, oh, what's this? This isn't CS:GO, gay. So then they click off, and it's like, I honestly think, and I'm not saying YouTube would be better. I'm saying there's something else out there that's probably better for the attack in the long
I
run.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right now,
I
I
didn't know that.
love all the interactivity on Twitch, and especially coming from Riot, where I used to produce the shows and sit in that control room, this big budget production, and even I would be staring at Twitch chat to see what like everybody was spamming in response to, an analyst segment we just did, or like a sick play that just happened, or we just had an awesome like opening ceremony. I wanted to see like what everyone was saying about that. I love the instantaneous feedback, and I love that hive mind kind of mentality, even if it's kind of troll most of the time. But I just, because everyone on Twitch is looking for just straight up gameplays, I think we're going to be very limited as to how many people actually want alternative programming.
Absolutely.
Aside from random stunt programming like the like the cooking shows that they were posting that everyone was like, oh my God, look at the cooking shows. Like, that's
I
so
don't know how
weird. Or
long
the
that's
Bob
gonna
Ross
last,
painting
though.
thing.
Yeah,
It's very stunty and very like
Yeah.
they're one-shot stunts, right?
One-trick
And then after
ponies?
that, they're like, okay, we're over it. Show me that CS:GO or
Yeah.
show me that League of
like,
Legends.
they always go back to their roots, which is gaming.
Right, and
Because
I think
that's what Twitch is based on,
and
right?
Twitch is the best at it. They have a much better like live platform than YouTube has. YouTube's live player kind of sucks. I like that you can actually pause it and then scrub back and rewatch
the
things.
replay
like
features
On
that
like
on
if
what?
we were streaming
on Twitch. I mean on YouTube. If
Yeah.
you streamed on there, you can actually go back and replay whatever you just
Yes,
saw because
and
it
it's-
does live encoding and keeps it on their
Yes.
server.
So, like, if you
Oh.
did an awesome bit or you had an awesome reaction, I could just press play, rewind a few seconds on YouTube,
Right.
and rewatch a bit.
I'd be surprised if they didn't
implement.
implement that by the end of the year. Like I think that's something that they were going to announce at TwitchCon. I thought they were going to announce it last year, and I'm pretty sure they'll announce it this year. But they also, I mean, to counter that, like they have a lot more people than YouTube does in terms of streaming live content every
Mhm.
day. So it's very hard to give out those resources for free when you're not Google. I mean, now they are
Right.
Amazon, so they do have
Right.
a little more backing, but
That's
Google
why
still trumps them.
I'm just waiting for whatever that new place is, whatever that new thing is
Internet
that is
thing?
more well suited for live
something
entertainment.
like
That's
us.
more broad. That isn't
Yeah.
so strictly gaming.
So you
Because the
think-
things that the attack is doing is just fucking phenomenal. Like people, there are networks out there, like major networks that are looking at what we're doing and creaming their pants, and they're like, "Holy shit! How do we get in on this?" And it's like, well, right now we're on Twitch because that's where we think is the best place for this. But I'm not super convinced that it actually is.
So you're waiting for the next best
but that's
thing,
not
or-
that's not. I'm not in charge of moving us off of
Right.
Twitch, by the way.
I know.
That's just
well, I
my
mean,
opinion.
That's, okay.
That's my opinion based on working in digital for the past few
I mean-
years.
But if
'cause
there
I
was
I
a
think-
better platform to be on it, to do something like
yeah,
this.
I mean, but I'm also I don't
be-
think just taking us off of Twitch, like completely moving
Just
all our shit
ripping
and going
the-
somewhere else
yeah.
is a good idea either.
No.
If anything, it would be like, oh,
This is
let's broadcast
interesting.
here and there at the same time, whatever the new thing is, if there is
Gotcha.
ever a new thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the attack makes the attack player, and it's the fucking best video player in the world, and it's perfect for, live streaming entertainment content with like that live interaction.
Yeah.
Who knows?
A
Who
lot,
the
a lot of
fuck
people
knows?
were after you said Twitch, they were asking, well, what's the alternative? You already explained that. Like, you don't know like exactly what there is, but there's got to be something. Twin
Mhm.
also says, I don't know why you guys don't have 1 million followers. We don't know either. We work every day.
Yeah.
No, it's just like we just have to help spread the word. A lot of people don't know that we do this. Every day I see Twitch chat, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's Kevin from Attack of the Show. I didn't know
Like
he was
somebody
doing
new
this." Like
comes in,
they don't
yeah.
know,
Right.
and it's so hard for us to get this out there. So as much as everyone can, Kevin always brought up using social currency when we first started. Like not everyone, even if you can't subscribe or you can't pay for like $5 a month for Patreon, you can make an account on Twitter. It's free and use your social currency. Give us a retweet, give us a
Right.
like. That all that stuff helps.
That's the other thing about Twitch too. It's if you're an outside, let's say user or a fan of Kevin's or whatever, you came across the show socially, and you've never used Twitch before, and you're not a gamer necessarily.
It's very confusing.
It's
daunting.
very hard for you to be like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to be on this website every day. Like, it's a little difficult. It's a little. It's not easy for
It's not user friendly to navigate.
for
or get
people
to-
who aren't used to dank memes to
Oh.
get into it and to be like, oh, this is where I want to stay. It's a little tough.
And also, like, we are lucky to have a decent relationship with Twitch because we do get put on the featured player, which, there's millions of streamers and there's only 6 spots on the front page. And
Right.
I mean, we have a good enough relationship where they do help us out and they do help us with this discovery there, but not a lot of people click on that stuff. Like,
Right.
we don't really know the numbers on that, but it does help out a little bit.
Right.
Forgotten Toothpick asks, when can we get Jeremy's Dragon Corner back?
Fuck.
I don't even know what Jeremy's Dragon Corner is. Is that from
Me
Attack?
either.
Google it. Yeah, it'll come up. Do Jeremy. Just search Jeremy Dragon. I did a bunch of skits. It was like 30 something or so, but we gang shot them. So it was like three shoot days total. But each time we shot like 10 to 12 episodes, and it was a dumb skit. I listen. I got drunk in Vegas and passed out reading a dragon novel, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I love dragons. Blah 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 blah. I don't love dragons.
But you
I
have one
just
on your back.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
I
was
like
from.
them enough to read books about them and tattoo images of them on my back.
But you don't love 'em.
Aside from that, I don't love dragons. But Kevin was convinced after that drunken Vegas book thing that I love dragons, so he pitched it as a skit to do when we were at Attack of the Show, and they were
Oh
like,
my
"Oh my
God.
god, that's amazing!" So we shot. So like, all right, Jeremy, write a bunch of stupid ass skits, and
pretty
then we'll
funny.
shoot them
That's
all. And I was
hilarious.
This is
like,
pretty funny
okay.
already.
So I
All right,
did.
you ready?
Actually, there was one good
It's
episode.
on laptop 180.
There's one good episode with James Cameron,
I just
So-
pulled up whatever I found right now.
dude. Oh, from G4? They're dead. You don't realize they don't exist. By
Gospel
who?
of Dragon Jesus
Turn it up.
sure
Here,
is
ready?
awesome. But most don't
Oh
even
my
know
God.
the first miracle
Oh, is this
performed
about
by the
Dragon
Dragon
Jesus?
Lord. Luckily, I kind of remember it. Shortly after his birth from the present Razor Collins, assisted by Sir Ian McKellen, Dragon Jesus set out to perform great works. When he was 12 years old, Dragon Jesus went to the wedding of his friend, Destructron. Destructron's wedding was pretty sweet, but there was almost nothing to drink except for mead and grape soda. Dragon Jesus was pissed, so he excused himself to the bathroom where he invented whiskey. The whiskey saved the wedding, and everyone rejoiced.
And the Lord did say, everybody shake that ass.
Then Dragon Jesus ate the wedding party and set fire to their land, which still burns to this day. The moral of this scripture? Never hang out with Dragon Jesus. He's kind of a dick.
Was it the first selfie ever? That's what I want to know.
I don't know why we didn't move the camera. There should
The
have been
first
some sort of move
the
on
first
that.
selfie ever was right here. Like, what year was this?
Yeah, this was shit. This was 2000 and 2010 maybe 2009 2010.
Were selfies in them?
Yeah. The
Were they?
name
People were
didn't
doing
come
them. They
out.
maybe no. Yeah, maybe.
Because I
I
remember
don't know.
having a digital camera and taking pictures like that all the time. But
She
They
knows
weren't
how
as
to, she knows how
That
to
wasn't the
frame
name
really
of-
well.
you know, wasn't
But yeah, that
called
was
selfie.
she's totally
Alright.
taking a selfie there. The one that I did not like any of those. I wrote half of them and we shot them all and I was in them and I liked one out of the 30 or so that we shot. And it was the James Cameron one. I thought the James Cameron one was the best. If you look up Jeremy's Dragon and then Avatar, that's the best of all time. Like that was the one where I was like, "Oh my god, guys!" Like and that was like the one I actually posted on Facebook where I'm like, "Hey, everyone, you have to see this. This is awesome." But that's it. Or we're not going to show it, are we?
No, not right now.
no. You can find it.
But look up Jeremy's Dragon and James Cameron.
Daniel Kim, next question is from him, and he asks, Aaron, after today's stream, do you feel more confident in streaming on your own and streaming games?
Yeah, it was kind of like getting over a little hurdle bump. I was kind of freaking out after, and I was like, I did it. I think I get excited over doing something that freaks me out because I get freaked out. But then once after I do it, I'm like, that wasn't so bad. Like jumping in cold water, and it's just I think the most difficult part was being able to interact with chat. And then concentrate on the game and what was going on, especially for a game I don't know. Or I also think part of it was, I mean, I know the series, but I'd never played that one. So I think a different game would be easier. I feel like maybe like a first-person shooter or like
League of Legends.
Yeah, something like League of Legends, like some multiplayer game, something like
I'll
that.
teach you
It would
League of
be-
Legends one day.
Yeah, I don't know how to play that, but I
So
think
overwhelming.
Nobody does.
no,
it
yeah,
turns out.
it drives me nuts. But I think, yeah, that was difficult. But when I was done, I felt a lot more accomplished. And I was like, I know part of it is I'm psyching myself up in my head, but I feel, yeah, I'm like, that wasn't so bad. There's a lot going on, but I feel a little bit better, and I can't wait to try it again.
Yeah, we're going to do some more tomorrow. Maybe
Yeah.
do a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
trying it.
if you guys
Seeing
didn't tune
what I'm trying to
in,
do.
Aaron, after Front Page, is going to start doing some Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And today we did
What's that?
Kingdom Hearts, so tomorrow I think
We'll
we
do
did
Resident Evil. 7.
Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that one because I love Resident Evil. I like the series and I like getting freaked out. I feel like that might be a little bit easier to navigate.
Yeah,
and
that
talk.
Resident Evil game looks pretty dope. Too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
looks cool.
I'm excited and nervous because it's freaky.
Kevin Close, which is Vaughn, he asks, are there any other streamers on your personal radar you'd like to see on the attack or even on the podcasts, such as Spitting Game, Night Living Show, Bring Your 12?
I don't know a lot of Twitch streamers personally.
Who's the girl that freaked out on her birthday? She got triggered because
Some girl across seas,
yeah,
overseas. I forgot.
she's.
You want to see her on?
We still quote her to this day when someone gets. She's like, you guys, some freaking asshole I'm getting kind of triggered.
God.
Says I'm eating for donation. I forget what her name was, but oh my god! Actually, she's one of the 3 people I follow on Twitch.
Really?
I follow the Attack, Riot
she's a Twitch
Games,
streamer?
and her. Yes,
That's funny.
yeah, she's. I'll find her name, but yeah, we should totally do something with her and try and get her triggered. But we only have her on her birthday.
That would be funny. I like
Nico
that idea.
Mora. She's live. Nico Mora.
We'll do one more question. Okay, Aaron, we know Riku's your bae over
boy.
Sora, but what's your thoughts on Kairi? Cairo?
Yeah,
Kai-
Is it Kyrie? It's gotta be Kyrie.
Kairi?
Yeah, oh my god, I'm getting all fangirl. I love her. I love those characters. They're from when I was really young when that game came out, and I loved it, and it grew on me. Like stretching it. I love it. I think it's fine.
Talk.
I like it. I like the game. I like the characters. I think they're fine. I love them to death. Yeah, good thoughts. Love the character. No fake cat fights with me and a fake character.
Are those the same 3 from the first Kingdom Hearts?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. They're the trio
I do remember.
of friends.
I do remember Sora and Riku. I don't
I think
remember.
she's a
the other guy.
badass. I like that she finally gets to fight and like she's not some damsel in distress. Like she gets to fight herself and fights, sticks up for herself.
Whoa.
She goes and does her whole thing. What?
It was an awesome graphic that came on.
Was
the screen.
there?
Yeah, it was dope.
I missed it. I know it's
Good
always
job,
so
Eddie.
alarming.
What was it?
It said like there it is. Ooh.
There it is. Those are my thoughts.
It's like the Oscars when the music starts
Yeah.
playing. He's like,
It's
okay, Aaron, you're done. You're
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
answering.
you're done.
All right. I guess that wraps it up for today.
Yeah, that was fun.
Had fun. Jeremy's first time
Yeah.
on the staff.
Yeah,
cast.
thanks for
Thank you,
having me. I
Jeremy.
appreciate it.
Hopefully we get him on again.
You guys,
We will.
those are great questions.
Yeah,
And
those
I-
are good
I,
questions.
I actually didn't hate being on it with you guys.
Oh, good.
a little more
We'll do
calm,
it
right?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we make
Yes.
any
Oh,
dick
wow.
jokes this time?
Someone said something about dicks. I think I said
Did
dick
we?
a couple
Did
times.
we? Did they? I don't know.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
Because when Alex is here, it's
Yeah.
every question.
it's dicks.
Like somebody said, oh yeah, Bonesaw McGraw says Tom Brady is such a stud.
Yeah, he
And
is.
then he'd be like, yo, he got that stud dick, you know what I mean?
What? Wow.
Anyways.
Typical Alex, huh?
Yep.
If you guys are listening to the audio version on this on SoundCloud, you can catch the video version on patreon.com/the attack, where we put the episodes up at $1 and above. So it's cheaper than 2 cheeseburgers or maybe even 1 cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one cheeseburger is like $1.29 nowadays.
Oh.
See?
Think about that.
Not like back in the day, before Trump. So if you want to catch us there, you can also ask the questions that we answer on patreon.com/the attack. Tomorrow is going to be episode 2. What's the episode tomorrow, Eddie, on Attack?
I don't remember the number.
297.
230, 238. Eddie, 238. That's
a high number.
incredible. I still remember episode 1.
Catching up to The Simpsons. Almost
Yeah,
there.
right.
Yeah.
How many years have we been on?
A fuck ton.
20 something.
24 or something.
Anyways, thank you guys. We'll catch you next week on Staffcast.
Yay. Thank
Peace out,
you.
Girl Scouts.
Bye.
but she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell, but I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out. I'm no ghost, let me go.